As America went to war in both Iraq and Afghanistan, troops faced the immediate danger of IEDs, improvised explosive devices. Road clearing units like Louisiana's 927th Engineers were tasked with the mission of finding them, destroying them.
While most of us will never know such danger, one New Orleans author takes us about as close as we can get. Reporter Heath Allen sat down with Michael Petrie, author of Fives and 25s, and that's just where the story begins. Heath?
You're right, Scott. He is a former Marine with his own combat experience. Michael Petrie's novel pays homage to those he served with and to real-life friendship.
About the same time we joined the 927th Sapper Engineer Company in Afghanistan, local author Michael Petrie's book, Fives and 25s, hit the shelves. The former Marine, with a couple of deployments under his own belt, taking a dark and startling look inside the lives of those tasked with clearing roadside bombs. Fives and 25s.
Because a bomb within 5 meters of a vehicle rips through the armor and kills everyone inside. A bomb within 25 meters is dangerous to the dismounted troops who are trying to get ahead to investigate the roadside bomb, possible roadside bomb.
That is exactly what faced the troops we joined at Forward Operating Base Apache. These guys and those just like them, in heavy armor and on the ground, walking the highways looking for IEDs. Danger with every step.
I can't believe the effort these guys put out. I can't believe the number of days they went without sleep. I can't believe the number of times we ran that same convoy down that same just bomb-strewn path. Looking back on it now, it seems amazing. You can't believe he did it.
Petrie did not write the book about himself, but about those with whom he served, knew and respected, and does to this day. A testament to courage, volunteers, and friendship.
Especially, you can't believe some of the amazingly brave things your friends did. That's who the book is for, I think.
I'm with them. So I go out on every single mission that goes out the wire. That's not typical in years past. It's something that's recently developed.
So is it more than just coincidence that when we go to Afghanistan, we wind up with Captain James Hoover, the company commander of the 927th. His brother Dave and Michael Petrie, all close friends.
And at one point in 2006, James, Dave, and I were all in Iraq at the same time. James, as a lieutenant and a platoon commander, was in Baghdad commanding a route clearance team. I was in Anbar province, as was Dave. But we've stayed close through the years.
Gritty and absorbing, Fives and 25s not only looks at war, but the challenge of coming home, from the front lines to the home front. Really in just a matter of hours, coming to grips with the new reality. Watching your Fives and 25s.
Became a shorthand for protecting yourself. You would actually hear it in a bar sometimes if a Marine was too drunk. One of his buddies would tell him, hey, watch your 5s and 25s. So it had a double meaning.
These men will go home and they won't necessarily assimilate exactly the same. This place has changed them, whether some to more degree than others. We're made of different metal.
James is the last of us, I think, on the very last deployment of the Louisiana Army National Guard to Afghanistan.
With terrific reviews, 5s and 25s is fiction, but based in a stark reality unfolding almost invisibly right before our eyes.
I feel like when James comes home, it'll be sort of a, with his company, obviously, it'll be sort of symbolic bookend for us. Okay, this is the end of our long war for now.
Another page of history turned.
Petrie says he wanted to write this book for a lot of reasons, including this one. Fewer people understand what veterans are going through, and there are fewer and fewer veterans doing it. The book is Michael Petrie's 5s and 25s. Interesting guy. Interesting guy.
You told us during the story that you did the interviews on both sides and nobody had any idea.
Right. I didn't find out that they even knew one another until I was talking to Captain Hoover's wife. Oh, yeah, Michael, yeah, we know Mike. He's lace up on the couch here, you know, what? You just go halfway around the world and you finally got in your own backyard.
And we find it's a small world after all.
It is a small world. Don't make me sing.
All righty. And your reports on the men and women who serve and their challenges abroad and here at home will air throughout November. And watch for our special hour-long presentation, Chronicle, The Long Road Home, here on WDSU next month.